Welcome to GH Soap Opera Today, your place for the latest drama, updates, and spoilers from General Hospital. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss the action. General Hospital spoilers. Sidwell survived Sonny's hit. General Hospital spoilers indicate that Jen Sidwell will most likely survive the hit plans Sonny Corinthos has in store for him, so let's discuss this intriguing storyline angle as it develops. The General Hospital preview for the week of June 1st to 5th includes a clip of Sonny and Laura Collins attempting to enlist Lucas Jones in their scheme to bring Sidwell down. Of course, Sidwell is currently blackmailing the mob boss and Port Charles's mayor after discovering damning images of deceased PCU Professor Hank Dalton in Laura's car trunk. Before leaving town, Britt Westbourne provided Sonny with some interesting information about Pascal, as well as the knowledge that Sidwell's butler was responsible for cleaning up Dalton's death. Laura and Sonny reasoned that if they could get Pascal to flip on Sidwell, they would finally be able to disrupt the villain's plans and gain an advantage. Lucas will try all out to aid the two, but Pascal despises the good doctor, so he faces an uphill battle. Regardless, the ultimate goal is to not only destroy Sidwell's scheme, but to completely eliminate him as a danger. It's been referenced several times over the last few months, first by Jason Morgan before he left town and then by Rick Lansing more recently. With Pascal's support, Sonny might infiltrate Windermere or hire Brick to do so, ultimately getting rid of Sidwell and never having to worry about him again. Sidwell is the vilest scoundrel imaginable. While the artist is amusing to see on canvas and personable, the reality that he has no guilt for killing people and wrecking their lives is deeply unsettling. That being said, he is the public enemy #1 in Port Charles, and while Laura and Sonny's scheme may work to get out of Sidwell's clutches, they will never be able to eliminate him. Sidwell may be hurt if Sonny plans to shoot the man or set off a car explosion, but he will not die. Soap operas usually need heroes and heroines to save the day in plots, but they also need villains and villainesses to cause problems. Plus, it only seems sense that WSB director Ross Cullum goes first, right? General Hospital spoilers suggest that Sidwell may have to battle for his life, but the man isn't going anywhere anytime soon. So, what happens next after Sonny attempts to kill his adversary but fails? General Hospital spoilers. Jason returns a changed man. Is WSB trauma leaving him with PTSD? General Hospital spoilers and updates hint that Jason Morgan may not be the same man when he returns to the canvas. Jason couldn't allow Rocco Falconeri go down for shooting Ross Cullum, so he took the blame and was immediately carried away by the WSB. Is Jason being brainwashed and turned into a lethal weapon? According to Jack Brennan, Jason was brought to a secret black site in Jakarta. Brennan shared his concerns, noting that Jason would be subjected to extraordinarily severe conditions, and he questioned whether Carly Spencer would ever get to see him again. However, he also stated that Jason is seen too vital an asset to be eliminated. Given that the show has been diving into the darker sides of the WSB for some time, it's possible that Jason is being converted into a lethal weapon. The real nature of what is going on at the Jakarta Black site remains unknown. Brennan believes Jason was brutally dumped into a pit, and PTSD is a likely outcome. However, the reality could be far more terrible if he is actually undergoing indoctrination. Even if Jason is only subjected to torture or living in the most horrible conditions, he will most likely return home with major trauma to deal with. It is possible that Jason will develop PTSD, making it difficult for him to reconcile with his loved ones upon his return. While it is evident that Jason is a tremendously robust guy capable of suffering extreme hardship, the long-term impact of the WSB's horrors is unpredictable. Jason may eventually experience a severe shift, resembling a stone-cold persona, making reintegration into his prior life impossible. It will be difficult for Danny and Britt if that is the case. Danny Morgan will be tested and may once again feel powerless. This could also have an impact on Britt Westbourne's future attempts to reunite with Jason once their issues are resolved. Jason may distance himself from Britt if he perceives he no longer meets her needs. The GH writers could pull a lot of drama from Jason's transformation after his time at the WSB Black site. It will be exciting to see what happens next as Jason begins on another chapter this summer, so keep an eye out for more updates on his comeback. General Hospital spoilers: Carly, Brennan, and Valentine work together to save Jocelyn. General Hospital spoilers suggest that Carly Spencer, Jack Brennan, and Valentine Cassidy may all work together to save Jocelyn Jacks. During the week of June 1st, Carly will discover that Jocelyn is not on a WSB assignment. Rather, she has gone missing. On the General Hospital preview, Carly appears to be agitated and talking to someone on a bed. The blonde says Jocelyn would never leave without saying goodbye. Someone took her. As fans are aware, Brennan has been shipped to Turning Woods. All indications point to Carly visiting her ex and realizing something is wrong with Jocelyn. After all, Carly and Valentine felt Brennan sent Joss on a WSB mission as punishment for their affair. Fans are well aware that both Carly and Valentine were mistaken. Cassius Faison, aka Fake Nathan West, abducted Joss when he felt she knew too much about him and was snooping around. The young WSB recruit is now languishing in a prison cell at Windermere, the same one where Anna Devane was held. Still, Carly's strong conversation with Brennan gives the impression that he is responding. Brennan is currently feigning locked-in syndrome, which will most likely bring down WSB director Ross Cullum. Brennan, with the help of Nina Reeves, is not receiving the injections he requires to remain paralyzed, so will he alert Carly of his activities? After all, if they want to bring Cullum down, they all have to work together, and Brennan might exploit Carly and Valentine's mobility to gather information while he's stuck in his bed. While Brennan and Carly are no longer together, he still cares for Jocelyn and wants to protect her. When he finds the blonde is missing, he'll be willing to cooperate with her mother and Valentine to bring her home. But the key question is whether he can trust Carly and Valentine enough to tell them he's not in a locked-in state. Will he go into the details of what happened? He and Nina may have a strong agreement. Brennan will not discuss the injection incident or what she and Willow Kane did to Drew Kane since that she has ceased administering him. According to General Hospital spoilers, Carly may not care how Brennan got into his dilemma as long as he can help her get her kid back. Thus, the WSB leader may be able to get away with covering the entire tale. General Hospital spoilers: Cullum orders deadly hits. Are Rocco and Britt fighting for their lives? According to General Hospital teasers, Ross Cullum will reveal his true dark colors between June 1st and June 5th. Cullum is a ghoul with no friends in PC, which is saying something. According to Red Hot GH teasers, Cullum will divulge unsettling information in the June 2nd episode. Cullum is a ghoul. Jen Sidwell informed Cullum that his conviction that Danny Morgan shot him was incorrect, prompting Cullum to look for the real shooter. Cullum believes that it was Rocco Falconeri who shot him in the back on the docks. Cullum focuses on Rocco. When Rocco fled with Britt Westbourne, Cullum had further evidence that the juvenile pulled the trigger. When Cullum next speaks with Sidwell, it appears that he will reveal Rocco as the culprit. This could help Sidwell understand why Britt ran off with Rocco. Until now, an angry Sidwell has been directing his men to discover and return Britt to Port Charles. Sidwell is furious. He needs Britt to finish the cold fusion prototype so he can conquer the world. But Cullum may contend that Britt cannot be trusted to complete the delicate project. Because the prototype is nearing completion, Cullum may suggest that they find someone else to finish it. Britt's on the run apparently. Britt was only hours away from launching the prototype, so Cullum could guess that they now needed to focus on finishing the mission and hiding their tracks. In Cullum's sick mentality, this could suggest he plans to kill Britt, removing any evidence. After all, if the cops discover Britt first, she could snitch and ruin everything. Does Cullum want Britt dead? We can picture Cullum ordering a hit on Britt and killing her, but will he let Rocco go free? In theory, he could know everything Britt knows. Plus, we're quite convinced Cullum wants vengeance on Rocco for the shooting. Does Rocco know what Britt knows? According to General Hospital spoilers, villainous Cullum may arrange a double attack, asking that Rocco die with his mother, Britt. General Hospital spoilers: Michael pushes Willow back toward Chase in shocking setup. General Hospital spoilers and updates suggest that Michael Corinthos may orchestrate a meeting between Willow Kane and Harrison Chase. He'll most likely invite Willow to a swim at the Quartermain boathouse and may even clone Chase's phone number to make it appear as if it came from him. It would be more effective for Michael's aims if he made it appear like Chase's invitation, and the Quartermain boathouse is the ideal location. It's unclear whether he'll have his private eye on standby to capture any more shots. He might not even need it now. This deceptive setup will be a two-pronged attack. Not only does he need Willow weak to Chase, but also Chase vulnerable to Willow. He intends to accomplish this by undermining Chase's confidence in Brooklyn Quartermain Chase. He intends to establish she suppressed the truth about her possible involvement in Curtis and Jordan Ashford's wreck. Of course, by this point, Michael knows just how to press Willow's buttons and manipulate her, but he does so without revealing that he is on the offensive. When he was discussing his plans with his girlfriend, Jacinda Bracken, he told her that forcing Brooklyn and Chase's breakup would benefit her. All he had done was lower her from a powerful Quartermain woman to the caretaker of a weak little man with a hero mentality, leaving her too preoccupied with coddling him to experience any personal growth. Willow can't resist a white knight willing to save her, and Chase can't resist a damsel in distress. Michael used to blame Willow's actions on the control she was raised under as a member of a cult, but she's been deprogrammed long enough that this is no longer an excuse. Michael knows Chase's routines. Michael and Chase were great friends for a long time, and Willow undoubtedly pulled them apart, but because they both live in the Quartermain estate, Michael is aware of Chase's routines. He also knows Chase's days off, so he sends his copied invite to Willow on one of those days, down to the minute, ensuring that Brooklyn is also home at the moment. If everything goes as planned, Willow and Chase will be seen outside the boathouse as Brooklyn and Tracy Quartermain leave for the BMW shop. That's where they're taking Brooklyn's black BMW with the rattle in the passenger door and, most likely, a scratch along the side, which Chase and Willow will notice. Spoilers. Ethan receives a dire warning as Ava's blackmail scheme unfolds. General Hospital teasers predict that Ava Jerome and Alexis Davis will have a lot to think about after their trip to Manhattan. Alexis and Ava discovered an important clue about Delilah Wilson's history thanks to Apollo. Ava and Alexis were noticeably shocked when they discovered Delilah and Ethan's link in the May 29th episode. Ava and Alexis were noticeably shocked by Delilah's link to Ethan Lovett, as seen by the photo Apollo provided to them. Both Alexis and Ava are clever women, so they must be wondering if Ethan is the father of Delilah's child. Many people are asking the same topic, as there have been countless signs that Ethan is the biological father. However, the show has yet to fully establish Phoebe's parentage. It's possible that the writers have a surprise twist planned, or they're saving it for a dramatic moment when Ethan confesses that he is the baby's father. Regardless, Alexis and Ava may treat this issue very differently once they return to PC. On June 4th, someone will notify Ethan. Alexis may be the one to divulge the complete photo event at the gallery and tell Ethan of what is at stake. Alexis may give a warning, arguing that if Phoebe is Ethan's child, he must decide right away whether he can accept not parenting her. Since Alexis is participating in the adoption process, she may be frightened that Ethan would alter his mind, perhaps shattering Brooklyn Quartermain's and Harrison Chase's hearts. However, Ethan may reassure Alexis that he is confident in his decisions and has no plans to impede the adoption. Alexis will share some good news, but Ava may warn Ethan this could explain why spoilers suggest Alexis will share some good news later on. Alexis may keep Ethan's link to Delilah a secret when she informs Brooklyn and Chase that no relatives have been found for Phoebe. Following that, Ava will handle things her own way when she confronts Ethan on June 5th. There has already been some tension between them when Ethan got into a physical altercation with Ava amid the misunderstanding surrounding Rick Lansing and Sonny Corinthos. Now, Ava may believe she has an advantage. General Hospital spoilers. Investigating the fan backlash over Christina's unusual medical school exit. General Hospital spoilers and updates predict that Christina Corinthos Davis may eventually take on the title of Dr. Corinthos Davis. This appears to be the ambition now that it has been revealed that Christina applied to medical school and, rather shockingly, was admitted. Fans think Christina becoming a doctor is outlandish. We understand that soap opera plot twists are common, but this storyline is extremely bizarre. In what world has Christina ever demonstrated an interest in medicine or the education and qualifications required to attend medical school? Furthermore, Christina's somewhat erratic and freewheeling personality appears to collide with the position of a doctor, as she will need to fully commit to this route if she is to succeed. It's very possible that this will be another of Christina's grandiose, but ultimately futile initiatives, but there's also a chance that the show's writers are seeking to give her character a fresh start. Perhaps this new venture will take root and lead to Christina's future success as a physician. In what world could Christina possibly become a doctor? We'll have to suspend our disbelief on how Christina, of all people, got into medical school. However, there is a chance that she will emerge from this experience as a legitimate doctor, ready to make a huge effect on the world. Nonetheless, this unexpected twist has not stopped people from venting their concerns on social media. Viewers agreed that Christina's exit tactic looked entirely unexpected and lacked logical reasoning. Given that Christina was blissfully managing Charlie's pub not long ago, it's understandable that people are perplexed by her sudden transfer to medical school. At the very least, Christina's time away from the screen will be spent doing something worthwhile. The show might have decided to send Christina on a voyage of self-discovery, or to have her reconnect with Blaze, also known as Allison Rogers, while on tour. Instead, the writers have chosen the medical school plot. If Christina fully commits to her goals and follows through on them, she may one day return home as Dr. Corinthos Davis. This sets up great possibilities for fresh Christina stories, whether Kate Monsey returns or a different actor takes on the role in the future. Thanks for watching GH Soap Opera today. For more General Hospital updates and spoilers, like, comment, subscribe, and press the bell icon. See you next time.